think you're going to be pretty impressed by the outline that I'm going to lay out for you here today to show you exactly how you should be contacting your sphere, what you should be saying, and most importantly, how often you need to be in front of them. The number might surprise you. I've been coaching for a long, long time, and for so many agents, I see they are very underwhelming when it comes to staying in touch with your list. Now, if you followed me for a while, you know, we talk a lot about that sphere of influence. We never call them past clients because that's kind of offensive to them, right? It would be like if I go to the doctor and he says, well, you're a past patient of mine. I've always been a patient. I just haven't been sick lately. So it's not a past client. It's just an inactive client. But regardless, you know, what we're talking about today, I call it your universe. All of the contacts that you have, your entire database, past clients, unconverted leads, people that you have any contact info whatsoever for, friends, family, that type of thing. How often should you be in touch with them, and what should you be doing here? Well, the first key is to make sure that you're using multiple media. You don't want to use one approach. So as an example, if I texted you every day, if you got a text message from me every single day, that would seem like too much. But if you got a text and then a couple of days later you got an email, a couple of days after that something was mailed to you, a couple of days after that you got something via phone, it doesn't seem as intrusive as one email every day or one text message every day. So varying up the media that you use will make a big difference as well. But I want to challenge you, first of all, with how often. First of all, let's say you're emailing. How often should you email your database? Now, we're going to do a math problem here. I want to see how good you are at math. If you email all of your contacts every Friday for 10 weeks, how many emails did they get? Let me give you that again. You email them every Friday for 10 weeks. How many emails did they get? They got 3, right? You know the math behind this because you can clearly see in your database that you have exactly a 30% open rate. It might even be a little lower than that now. A lot of people are at 22%. You have a 30% open rate. Just because you sent 10 emails doesn't mean they got 10 emails. As a matter of fact, if I looked up your info in my database, as long as you follow my list here, if I looked up your information, you would see that of the last 10 times I emailed you, 3 of them were opened. So don't give too much credit to the amount of attention that your clients or your unconverted leads or your sphere of influence, don't give too much credit to the amount of attention that they're paying to you. The fact is, everybody's busy. Everybody, you know, if it has a good, intriguing subject line, you'll get a little bit higher open rate. Sometimes they keep them so they have more time. They can go through all of them at once. But I don't want you to think that by emailing your database once a week, first of all, that's not enough. I know you think it's 10 times too much, but it's not enough because extrapolating that out, 10 weeks is 2.5 months. In 2.5 months, they've received 3 emails from you. I know you don't want to believe that, but look at the numbers. Look at your database, look at your open rate, and realize that's for everybody involved. You know, so, and first of all, as long as it's helpful, they would actually be asking for more content. The last thing you want to do is send something that says, hey, just wanted to make sure you're thinking about me. If you know anybody that's looking to buy or sell, let me know. That you should never send one of those, not one a year should you do that. That's bad content. It needs to be helpful, educational, entertaining. If you're in our inner circle coaching, you've seen all of the laundry list of stuff we give you, all kinds of content that you can share, different ideas and topics you can talk about and that type of thing. Whether you're printing it, you're doing a video like this, you're typing it out, it's an email, it's a free report, it's in your monthly newsletter, those types of things. There's just no shortage of things for us to talk about that can be helpful, educational, and entertaining. But just starting with that email approach, that's really kind of a mind bender for an awful lot of agents. They're like, I never really thought of that. If I emailed them every Friday, I thought it was too, first of all, Friday's a bad day. But if I email them every Tuesday, that seems like it's too much. But I guess they're really only getting 3 emails every 2.5 months based on my current open rate. Well, then we can pepper inside of that, we can pepper in occasional text message. Definitely a monthly newsletter, and it's got to be helpful and educational and entertaining as well. If you are an Inner Circle coaching member with us, we give you that newsletter that you can put your own info on it and do one special article, and then all the rest of it's already done for you. It's kind of cookie cutter approach, but it's good, entertaining, educational info. So we give that to you. So every month, the first of every month, you just download it, put your own stuff on there, and shoot it out. And it's designed to prompt referrals, to get them intrigued about buying and selling a home, to even people you've just recently sold a property to. Maybe you should get an investment property. You've never considered it. Let me show you how I help people to get into investment properties. You need one good rental property that's going to pay, that baby you just had, that's going to pay for their college fund in 15, 20 years. So let's get you one rental property. So we really do a lot to kind of build that out, but, this isn't about old school approach of sending a calendar around the holidays times, saying, hey, if you want to buy or sell next year, keep me in mind. Here's a calendar for your refrigerator. Everybody has a calendar on their phone now. So you have to have a lot of communication. You have to get through the noise. You have to give them good, valuable content to begin with. Don't ever bore them. Don't ever ask for business. You don't need to ask for the business. If you're positioning yourself the right way, they'll ask you if they can work with you. So keep that in mind as well. But then you have direct mail, you have text message, voice call, or even, the ringless voicemail where it just goes straight to their voicemail and their phone never rings. I don't use it a whole lot, but twice a year, maybe. That's good. You certainly have a lot with broadcast email messages. We talked a little bit about direct mail. Facebook retargeting is huge. So the first, second, and third of every month, they should see you in their newsfeed, and then it goes away. And then the first, second, and third of every month, you're in the newsfeed, and then it goes away. And this should happen continuously. You should always be in front of them. That's a simple retargeting campaign. It's very easy to do. It's less than a penny a person, less than 1 cent per person. Even factoring in inflation, it's less than 1 cent per person. So there's a lot you should be doing there to remain top of mind presence, but be helpful and educational. You don't want to feel pushy or slimy or, asking, begging for business, that type of thing. You never have to ask at all. You're actually helping them. They're excited they get it. And you'll see that the better your content is, the more those are opened up. Your emails are opened, your texts are open. If you have a video that you hosted on YouTube and you just text them a link to that, hey, I shot this video, I think you'll like it. They go to the YouTube channel. They start following over there. They start asking you questions. This is how you build a real estate business, by gathering a herd, getting a big fence around this herd so nobody else can poach your people, but then raising them the right way, cultivating them the right way, giving them good, helpful, educational, and entertaining information. So every single day you are alive on this planet, you're growing your list. You get 3 more people today. You get 5 more people today. You were running ads over here. You were doing some video content over here. You got 5 more followers here. There's so much stuff you can do to build that audience, or what we call your universe, to make it bigger. And for an awful lot of agents, they'll start out and they literally have 23 people on their list. Then it's 70. And then it's 150. And then they've got 350 people, and then one of the videos that they did, it goes viral, and they got an extra 500 local people. And then they get 2 more from this, and then 500 more from this. And it just grows to something huge, to where you're truly the real estate information kingpin for your local market there. For that small little market you need to be in. You don't need to be nationally famous by any means, but you need to be providing very good, helpful content for local citizens right there in your own marketplace. So this is how you start to build your business the right way. But I'm telling you, whatever you're doing, it's not enough. Because when I told you email every Tuesday for 10 weeks, you instantly think that's way too much until you actually look at the numbers. Or more importantly, when you look at what the successful people out there are doing. When you look at what the successful companies are doing. If you're on Macys list as an example, Macys, the department store, I promise you they email you more than once a week. You don't open most of them, but sometimes they hit you at the right time. They'll do a lot better emailing you in the evenings than they will in the middle of the day. You're probably at work. So some of those things work really well. That is what you need to be doing with your list, but every single one of those needs to be helpful and educational, not just an offer or asking for business or something that is only of interest to you. this should be helpful to them, so they actually look forward to it. Hopefully that's helpful for you here and you're going about it the right way. Check out some info in the video description here that I think will help you in growing your real estate business. But I'm telling you, if you get good content out there, you build a good audience, you start to grow your universe every single day, business is going to get very good for you.
Hey, it's Greg Luther, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you're never going to see me again. I consistently put out regular content, and it's extremely helpful for real estate agents to grow their business. I want to keep you up to date on what's working so that you're in the know and you can take action accordingly. So be sure that you like and comment here, but most importantly, make sure you follow, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on anything. I'm here to help you in growing your business, and I'd love to do so. Follow right now.